All right, guys, we're going to do some more coloring. I am so excited to finish up this page. See you in a second. Well, gee, I sort of slipped down here a little bit. Woo! Oh well, hey guys, I'll back up. Welcome to Deliberately Creative. I'm Stephanie and I'm here with coloring. We are going to color our doodle drawn pages, our page. And these are our cups that we doodle drew. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, these are the cups that we did. I'm going to just take me off. We did these over the last weekend. We did all of the doodling, we did all the drawing, and then we started coloring yesterday. We got coloring all of these. We have 7 cups left to do. I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. It's going to be a lot of fun. And please let me know if the sound is okay, if it's loud enough for you, if it's not loud enough. And I really want to thank everybody who is new here and everybody who has been coming and hanging out with me for a while. Woohoo! Yay! Thanks, guys, so much. I really do appreciate you being here. Yeah, oh, yeah, and if you're new, make sure and click that subscribe button so that you will be notified. I can't say any words today. Make sure and click the subscribe button and ring that bell so that you'll be notified when new videos go up. That way, you'll be in the know, and I'll know that my friends that want to be here are getting told that that's happening. Wow. Words I have missed today. Anyway, let's get started coloring. And I think I'm going to start right here at the kind of the top of the page. And we're going to zoom in and let's see how that goes. Whoa. Yay. I think I want to do watercolor pencil on this one. Words are overrated. That's why I draw pictures. So I have some Arteza watercolor pencils like these. So, wow. Well, those are the colors I just picked up. Doesn't that look like a tropical kind of flower? Not really what I was thinking here. I'm thinking more along the lines of like peppermint striped, the white and red striped camellia flowers. So let's see if I've got a better red. Now that's magenta. Ooh, let's see. There we go. Some better reds. I've got some deeper, like rose red here. Woohoo, that'll be nice. So we've got a rose and a crimson and a carmine. But this is like camellia flowers. They are really nice. One of the first flowering shrubs in my neighborhood. And that's in the Pacific Northwest. What this is going to be is just patchy red and white. And if you are doodling along with me or you want to doodle along or color, I do have a coloring sheet available on my website at deliberately-creative.com where you can download a page of cups that you can doodle and then color. Or you can put color on the paper and do it over again. Let's see, always super fun rummaging through colored anything. Yes, I love rummaging through my colored pencils. There we go. And if you need some help or suggestions with doodling cups, all of these cups were doodled on live streams, and the videos are linked up above, and they're all in one playlist, so that you can just hit the playlist and let them all play. So we did doodling, we did drawing, we are doing coloring, and our coloring is, you know, we're coloring, but we're doing it with watercolor pencils, and we're doing it with regular colored pencils, and we're doing it with watercolor paints, and we're doing it with markers. So you have the opportunity to try lots of different things. And since we're doing it in our sketchbooks, or I'm doing it in my sketchbook, I don't know. Up to you if you want to do it in your sketchbook, or if you want to do it on a regular piece of paper or watercolor paper. It's all up to you. But I'm doing it in my sketchbook, so when I use water, I have to be very sparing. But the nice thing with these watercolor pencils is that they do melt really well. So, and what I mean by melt is that the binder dissolves with water and allows it to move on your paper. And it doesn't take a lot to do that. So these are really nice for using on not watercolor paper also. So this is the Canson Mixed Media pad, and it is quite nice for this. It takes the pen really well. It takes the watercolor pencils, does markers very nicely also. Yeah, hey guys. Hey, and if you want to share this with your friends, please do. I would appreciate that. I just finished recording a new drawing video that I'm trying a slightly different format. It's actually, I'm redoing the Sakura Cherry Blossom video that is pen and ink, or drawn with a pen, same as doodling, and then colored with the watercolor pencils. And the whole video takes 9 minutes because I did speed it up in patches with a little bit of music, knowing that you guys, if you want your full-length videos, anytime I do a live show, it's going to be full length. And if you want the full length of some of my sped up drawing videos, I'm going to be listing those on my Patreon as a benefit to all my patrons at any level. And if anybody wants to support me on Patreon, you can support at any amount. There's always a custom amount button on the bottom of the support page. So if you want to just support with $1 a month, you'd still have the same benefits as anybody who was at the $2 a month. I'm looking at this as a support, just because you guys want to do something to help out, because I've had people asking how they could help. I just picked up, sorry, I didn't even say that. I just picked up the spring green, and I'm putting that on the leaves. It's a very bright green, and let's see. I'm just grabbing another green. I want a darker green. This is the spearmint green, so it's has a slight blue tone to it. And these are all watercolor pencils. But you can always watch all the videos that I have here on YouTube with no cost. I just had people asking how they could support, so that's why I was going through that. There we go. And I love that you guys are welcoming each other in. We're getting quite the friendly repeat crowd. I love it. And you notice I'm leaving some spaces, sorry, my hand was in the way. I'm leaving some spaces white. And here, let's go ahead and go to the side view. You can see it a little better. There's not so much glare. And where did I set my, there it is. Set my remote for just doing the focus here. All right. So I hope everybody is having a lovely day, a quiet day, a peaceful day, and that you enjoy having these types of lovely, quiet, peaceful types of videos. I think, trying to think, should we do color in the background on this cup? Or should it just be a plain white? I kind of like the white background, but maybe we'll use a little bit of a blue. So I grabbed the sky blue, and I'll just put a little bit of the blue in so that when we get it wet, it will become our shadow. Because a lot of times the shadows on white is kind of a blue cast. And white cups, they reflect the colors around them also. So maybe this is in a blue kitchen. Or maybe sitting outside and the sky is really blue. I don't know. But this is a lot of fun to do, and I could get super lost in my coloring. I'm going to put a little bit of blue underneath. Just a bit, just to give it a little bit of ground to sit on. And then we'll just start getting that some light, a very light tint. Kind of like a light blue, Amy. So I'm just getting that wet and moving the color around. Look at that. It's basically going to give us a shadow, going to feel like a light color, but not be too in your face about it. And I am leaving white spaces so that we have the highlights. I posted a little video flyover of the other pictures, the other cups, other cups that were colored yesterday. And I posted those onto my Instagram and onto my Facebook page. So if you happen to work on anything like this and you want to share it, you can always share it on Instagram or share it on my Facebook page or share it on your Facebook and just tag me at Deliberately Creative and I will find it. All right, let's go ahead and go to the top view again and see how that's looking. Yeah, that's kind of really blown out right now, isn't it? All right. So I'm trying to think if this time of day is good or if folks would like it to be a lot later or a lot earlier. I can do either. Let me know in the comments below after the video is over if this is something you want to see me do more of. These longer projects, would you like this to have been all in one day, all in one shot, instead of being on multiple days? See, if I know ahead of time that I'm going to do something and it's going to be a much longer video, I would prepare a little differently, like maybe have snacks or maybe tell you to have snacks. You know, if we start early in the day or late in the day or any time of day. I love doing these mixed media type artworks, you know, pen and ink, watercolor, put a little bit of colored pencil, maybe some markers. Keep it positive, keep it fun, keep it easy. Look at that. Oh, wow. And that is basically a camellia flower. Now I am going to grab my paper towel so that I can wipe my brush off. Whoops, just put my hand in the way. Wipe my brush off on the paper towel. And I'm going to get those greens wet. I have not squeezed on this brush to get the water to come down. This one with the red in the middle of the Arteza water brushes, the water really just flows down to the tip, and if you're not careful, it can just be a ton of water and not exactly what you want it to be. So that's another reason to work in your sketchbook. Figure out how your materials work, how your tools work. So there we go. I really enjoy having this sort of calm and positive time. It's relaxing. Just to watch the colors move. I can just sort of zone out here. I am trying to be entertaining also. I hope that you guys don't mind me sort of chattering. I tend to chatter about the art, so I guess that's okay. I am going to put my pencils down. I was gripping them in my hands. I am going to also go back out to the wide view so we can take a look at this. Sort of tip it a little. No? Let's see. I am also going to adjust, not that one, not that camera. I need to adjust the brightness on this particular view. So I am going to go and configure my video just a little bit and bring down the contrast just a little. There we go. And I think that will take care of it on our other main view also. Well, maybe. Maybe. Let's see if it brought it down on our close-up. Makes it a little easier to see. Yeah. All right. We're going to move over to the next one. Wow. Yeah, I need to know from you guys, is this too late in the day? Because it doesn't seem like we're getting as many folks coming in. I am going to do this one right here. I want to put some shadows in because I like that, I like the look of this when you put the shadows in, and I want those little fans on top, these ones on either side, to be the ones on top. So I am putting a little bit of shadow around the top of those other fans. And I'm doing it with just a standard number 2 pencil. Then I want this edge to be on top, so I'm going to shadow around here. There we go. So are you guys enjoying your coloring time? Getting some relaxing done? My chat isn't really showing up, so I'm not sure if you guys are chatting or not, or if you're working. If you're working on stuff, that's fine too. You know, it's nice to see you guys all having fun. Yeah, I hope folks will share what works for them. That would be really helpful to me. I am trying to get this out where, you know, more people have an opportunity, which is one of the reasons why I'm trying different times of day. tomorrow is going to be a dropped video, not a recorded, or not a, not the live show. Tomorrow will be a dropped video, and that will be the Sakura Cherry Blossoms. And here, I'll even give you guys you guys get a sneak peek. There we go, sneak peek. Sakura Cherry Blossoms. That's tomorrow's lesson. That's going to go up on the channel. I hope that's a nice little treat for you guys. There we go. I'm going to take a little blending stump and sort of smooth out my pencil. Not using my finger. You can use your finger for blending, but that transfers the oils from your hands. And it can discolor your paper over time. So there. And it feels like I got really heavy with my pencil. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take a little bit, or take my kneaded eraser. This is like 4 kneaded erasers all together. I can do it as a premiere. I just finished it right before this video. So I just finished editing it. Look at that. So I'm thinking about doing a premiere if folks want to do that. I was just going to drop it and see what happens. This time of day works well for you guys. So what parts of the world are you guys in right now? So that way I can get an idea. You know, my computer is showing me that there's only like just 10 or 11 people in here right now. So we can have this conversation. And if my computer's showing me wrong, that's okay too. I think what I want to do, now you can't really see the shadow too well in the, oh, you can. Let's see if we do it on the side view, if we get the shadow better. Oh yeah, you can see the shadow a lot better from the side view camera. Maybe we'll just zoom in with that one. And whoops, I focused the wrong direction. There we go. All right, so we'll just stick with the side view camera today, I think. The top one is being a little bit persnickety. So Pennsylvania, all right. Well, I'm the Pacific Northwest, so I am 3 hours earlier in the day than the East Coast. Like 15 hours later or earlier than Australia. 7 to 8 hours earlier than the UK and Europe. So, you know, if it's 4 in the afternoon here, it's 8 hours later in Sweden, or 9 hours later in Sweden. So it would be like 1 in the morning, which is why I tend to go in the earlier time of the day, just so that I can get a broader range of folks. All right, Kathy, so you're in Covington, Washington. Wow. Well, I'm down near Portland, Oregon. In Washington State still. All right, I need to stop putzing with that, and I'm going to put some yellow and green, I think. Yellow and green, and make those into kind of emeraldy, golden emerald type of, golden emerald? Let's see. My pencils. There we go. There's a nice dark green. And white. Oh, excellent. St. Petersburg, Florida. Yeah, it's 4:25 here. So I'm just going to put a little bit of white on these. I'm going to color them kind of like emerald gems. It's 12:25 a.m. in the UK. Yep. Oh, excellent, Kathy. I'm glad that you found me. I appreciate knowing where folks are from. It's fun. So I'm just taking this orange. It is just orange. That's all it says. Whoops. And this is one of the old... Oh, it's Spanish orange. Okay, it's Spanish orange. Which is a very yellow orange. So we've got Pennsylvania and the UK. And so where in the UK are you from, Sandy? I have a dear friend in the UK. She's in Essex. So there we go. And then I'm going to take some of the dark green and I'm just going to put it in random spots. It's going to be interesting. I'm not really paying that close of attention to what I'm doing. Maybe we'll get a little bit more specific here. There we go. And then we'll have the top here that has a few patches of the green in it. There we go. So they look kind of like faceted gems more. I'm not looking at any right now. I'm just making this up. And that's part of the fun and part of the scary of doing something like this. Let's see. That's black. I don't want black. I want indigo blue. Because the indigo blue will mix well with the green and the yellow and give me a slightly different shade. All right. So there we go. It's fun to meet people from all around the world. And I love that YouTube gives us that opportunity. I'm just putting some dark spots in. We'll take the colorless blender here in just a minute and give this a little bit more smoothness. Thank you so much, Amy. I appreciate that. I don't know. It's interesting the way YouTube shares videos, because it doesn't feel like YouTube likes me some days, you know? I know my community likes me. Enjoying a chair in the park with birds and while singing. Oh, you know, the birds have just been off the chart lately. We have a neighbor who feeds the birds, so it's been really fun having all of the songbirds. And we've been getting the redwing. I've seen a red-winged blackbird once in the yard, but we've had lots of hummingbirds, tanagers. Every once in a while there's a flicker. There we go. That Oh, that's kind of fun having the different sort of different textures on here like this. That's fun. I like that. Nah, no breaking kneecaps. Thank you so much. I appreciate the offer, but nope, I need to step up my game and do things that YouTube wants to share, I guess. Now this is just Uniball, Signo Uniball, UM153. All of the materials I'm using I have listed on my Amazon. And if you need a refresher on how to use the link to do stuff on my store, I did cover that yesterday on the video where we colored most of these other cups. Oh, and on the video from yesterday, and I'll do the same thing today, I did put the timestamps. So if you go to the information box below the video, there will be a list of timestamps. And so I will list the red and white camellia flowers, the black and white fans with gems, the wallpaper striped flowers, the English teacup, that way. And I will have it time-stamped. So all you'll have to do is click on that timestamp. Boom. And it will take you right to that section of the video. So you don't have to go searching, which is really cool. Well, what I need for people to do to help fix YouTube for me is to watch the whole video. And if you can click on the share button and share it, that actually helps YouTube know that my videos are worth watching. I'm going to go to the top close view and let's look. Ooh, look at that. Lovely gems. I'm just going to take my kind of dirty blending stump and I'm going to just give it a little bit of shadow around the bottom of the cup. I'm not adding any new graphite to it. And I'm going to put a little bit underneath of the cup. Look at that. No need to waste your supplies. You can just add a little shadow. We'll go back to that other view. It's a better view today. So there, you can see that little shadow? And that's all we had to do. There we go. All right, now we're going to do the wallpaper stripe. And I think the wallpaper stripe is going to get a metallic. So I've got this pan of 24 metallic watercolors. See? Ooh, lots of watercolors. I am going to just set it over to the side, and I think we're going to go with a pink. And to do that, I'm going to take and spray my pan with water. So I just used a little spray bottle and gave it a quick spritz. We're on cup number 3 already. Whoa. And then I am going to grab, let's see, where did I set my watercolor brush? I had it. Oh, right here in front of my face. So this time I'm just using a regular watercolor brush. This is a number 12 round Mimic watercolor brush. It's an artificial fur. Oh yeah, you can alternate with a dry brush and your water brush. I use water brushes a lot. This one, the water does not seem to pour out of as much. Here, let me go to the top view so you can see it better. Go wide. There we go. I use this one a lot. It's an Arteza brush, but it came with one of my watercolor sets. I think it came with this one. This pan right here. I can't remember. I think it did. Just get that push back. And I like using water brushes with the watercolor pencils a lot. I also have the one with the, I have to go looking for it. I don't like this one as much. Even though it says push here to get the water to come out, the water just seems to always keep flowing. So you have to work quickly or keep dabbing it off on paper towel to dry it just a little bit before going back on. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this pretty pink. Ooh, yeah, we have to go into that closer up view. And I'm going to put that on here, working my way around my flowers a little bit. I think I will, and this is kind of thick, but that's okay. Look at that. The paint is a little more opaque when it's got the metallic in it. It's shimmery. I like it a lot. Oh, they are the set is the 24 color. It's 24 colors of metallic paints. They are different than the gouache. They are more sheer, which I like. So I'm just going to kind of color in around my flowers loosely, sort of in a pink stripe. I have to be careful because I think I used the Arteza pen to color in these stripes, and that is not waterproof. The thin tip pen is the Eco Pen, and that is waterproof. So I'm trying to stay away from those outside bigger stripes. And then I think I will go in and use the purple on the flowers. It's sort of an interference purple that's really shimmery. The links are down below in the more information if you're interested in the Arteza sets. I think I have the metallic set listed. If I don't, I will get the metallic set listed. I'm going to make that shimmery pink out there. And we can always go back in with our white pen to give that little bit more of the highlight shine. So there we go. And now I'm going to take some of the, oh, so pretty, this interference purple color. And I'm just going to dab it. Kind of little dots. Whoops, that one's a big dot. That's okay. Not a big deal because we can go like this and go boop and lighten it right up. The paper takes the color really well. So I'm just going to put those little pretty little flowers in. A little bit more color on my brush. Trying to not put too much water because, you know, like I said, this is mixed media paper, so it is made to take a little bit of moisture. It's not warping too badly. It's the Canson XL, and that is listed in my Amazon store if you're interested. But, you know, you can find it on sale for a lot better price in a lot of actual art stores. And if you have a mom and pop's, you know, small art store, please go in and purchase from them. Support your local art stores because they won't be around if we don't. I have heard that the Paul Rubens is actually better than the Arteza set in certain things. I know that Lindsay, the Frugal Crafter, really likes her Paul Rubens better, but she also says if you have the Arteza, you don't need to buy the Paul Rubens. Yeah, it's fun to try different brands. So fun to try different brands. I'm going to grab a really bright green out of the metallic pan. I'm just going to keep metallic on this one. And I'm going to just dab this really bright green right in here on the leaves. There we go. Hey guys, can you let me know if the sound is coming through loud enough for you without having to turn up your volume to, you know, max? I've had a couple people recently comment on some videos saying that they would have to turn their volume up to max on both their device and on YouTube to get it to give them any sound. And that concerns me because, you know, if I'm not hearing from you guys having a problem, then I don't think that it's me. I think it might be them. But I don't want to say that. Oh, so pretty. All right, I'm going to use a little bit of that bright green, and I'm going to put the stripe out here on the handle. It's a teensy bit quiet. Okay. Which is really interesting. There might be a system setting on my microphone that I can't get to during the show. So this might be something that I'll have to work on right afterwards. Oof, come on, focus. Focus. It says, no, I'm not going to focus. There we go. Now it's wet. I'm not going to put any white on there right now. Sorry, get my hand out of the way there. Let's see. Near. Come on. There we go. That's focused a little better. We'll go to the top down. And part of it is the microphone is pretty far away from me. I may have to figure out another way of getting it set. It's across my table from me. Ooh, looks like I have the auto still on. We're going to turn that off. I don't want it to change on us. Let's go to the close-up view. Yeah, see, you can't see the colors as well on this down camera. They look a little bit dark. I have so many different views of camera angles. Let's see. We're going to do this little guy. Rinse my brush out. All right. All right, that brush is going to go over to the side. I'm going to get that paint out of the way. You do want your paints to dry out completely before you close your lid. And it's just a good thing so that you don't possibly trap moisture inside your pan. See, I'm full of suggestions, aren't I? I'm going to take the non-photo blue and the, let's see, the indigo blue. I think I want to go to the blues here. The white, colorless blender, and for those dots, I think we're going to go, maybe we'll go with an rouge, poppy red. So I'm going to go in with this colored pencil and just put the colors in. And we might use watercolor to color the background of this little cup. And I think we're going to give it a stripe. You notice I don't color all the way across. I leave a space to give us a little bit of shine, the appearance of a shine, that highlight. And I try to keep my highlight going in the same general area across. All right. And then I'm going to go in and get this non-photo blue. Non-photo blue is a color that when they used to do a certain type of reproduction, they would use the non-photo blue color for marking up the papers, giving index marks and things like that, so that it would give markings to be able to lay things out, but then they wouldn't show up when they were finished. So index marks and things like that. And yes, doing small things like this, you really have a sense of accomplishment when you're finished. Oh, this is looking cute. And we are on cup number 4 of today. 3 more to go. I was thinking that I might make a set of, take some of these and put them together as a set of stickers. I know there are people out there that totally love stickers. I'm going to go ahead and color those little arches with just a dab of colored pencil. If you roll the pencil around in your hand, you'll keep the point a lot longer. And I tend to do this. I rock the pencil in my hand, and every once in a while you'll see that the label go past, and that just sort of gives you a, oh, she's rotating the pencil. I think the little thumb handle here is going to get that pretty blue. And now I'm going to take the indigo and I'm going to give it a little bit of some color towards the centers. So yes, ways to help my channel and ways to tell YouTube that you like my stuff. Watch the whole video and share with your friends. Liking is nice. Liking actually is more for the creator. It tells me that you guys enjoyed what you saw. And if you don't like it, you can click the don't like button. It doesn't hurt my feelings because I need people to tell me when they like something or when they don't, so that I can, do more of things or less of certain things. Look at that. Oh, so quick and easy. Little tiny dabs of color. Not a ton. Let's go to the side view and put that into the zone of focus. This is a tiny cup, so, you know. Oh, a cardinal is at my window. Yes, squirrel. I am notorious for being drawn off by squirrels. Let me tell ya. That is my existence. Ask my husband. I am drawn off by squirrels. And squirrels don't have to be literal squirrels. So I might go, "Oh, I really like this. Oh, what about putting that color down here?" You know? And working on multiple cups, that's awesome. You don't always have to finish one thing at a time. And yeah, I think I want to do some stickers. Maybe I'll put them in my web store. Because these would be ones that I would print on vinyl and use my Cricut to cut. So they would be, you know, they'd be homemade, but they would be fun. Lots of pretty color. And they're fun to put onto envelopes when you're sending a package to someone. And if you know someone who likes to collect things, there we go. Hey, thanks, Max. I appreciate that. I should illustrate books. You know, I am really having fun doing these types of projects right now, and I haven't done an actual illustration type project before for a book, for a consistent look. So there. I'm not even going, well, maybe I'll do that. I'll take that poppy red and we'll go ahead and we'll put the poppy red in the centers. But not completely. Just like the bottom half of each of the centers is going to get a little tiny mark of red. We want a little spark. Oh yeah. Look at that. Sweet little thing. Now we've got this cup with the sort of the beads. We've got like crystal type beads on here, the sort of transparent-ish type of beads. Let's see if we go ahead and zoom in. There we go. Just zoom in. I am going to have to hit the focus. There will be a small, there will be like a yellow boxes that show up on the screen, and then there'll be a little plus mark that shows up. Oh, come on, stop wiggling. Because I have to reach up and touch the camera to do the... Well, Casey, thank you. I appreciate that. And hi there, Shelley. I appreciate that you like the music. I like the music also. Let's see. We're going to keep these beads on the sort of lighter color side. So blue and lilac, maybe? Or do we want to go to the sort of pale green and yellows? That's yellow ochre. That's a dark yellow. I don't want dark yellow. Oh, goldenrod. That's kind of a dark yellow too. Yellow ochre, I think, is lighter than that. This is sand. Maybe we'll go with those three colors and white. All right. So it's fun to be here and do things like this for a period of time. You know what? If I want to do them faceted, though, I do need to do like multiple tones. So we've got that bright color, and then I'm going to take the violet blue and put just a little bit of dark in a couple spots. Oh yeah, see that right there. And then a little bit of white. What the white does is it gives sort of a dull glow and kind of blends the colors together a little bit. Ooh, yeah. Look at that. So quick and easy. So I will take this yellowy tone, maybe on a couple of the beads. And because colored pencil is not an opaque media, it is actually more transparent. It's semi-opaque, I guess is what I want to say. You can see through it still and see all of the pen lines. Oh, I like that. I may even see that's one of the things here is that I'm going, ooh, but what if I did this? What if I grab the process red, which is the quinacridone rouge, and then when I touch that onto the yellow, it makes it sort of orange. I like just sort of bouncing around and going, ooh, what would happen if we do that color there and this one here? And what I said this is the beads that are on the T-ball. Yeah, the music is very peaceful and calming. I'm going to take some of the indigo blue and come down here on these little stones. The music is all from the YouTube music library, free to use. And what I did is I put them together, put a few of them, and all of the ones I used they don't require an attribution, which means that you don't have to list the title and list the author of the music. So it's nice, and nobody comes back and starts claiming them, which makes me happy because a couple of the other types of companies that I had tried using, I was getting people coming up with YouTube music strikes against me for copyright infringement. And it's like, no, I'm using non-copyright attribution use, which I was putting the attribution. I was attributing who the artist was and the location that I got the music from. And none of the copyright strikes were real. Somebody, it was, fake strikes. Somebody trying to scare me, I guess. Just in general, because my husband would get strikes from the same company at the same time. So, sometimes things like that happen. But this music, I love. I love the soft piano. I am, in general, a very calm music person. So now I'm going to take my white. You see what happens when you put the white on that? It softens it, it blurs it out. It's kind of like using the colorless blender, except I'm adding white to it, so I'm getting a softer tone of the color. Look at that. And because your wax kind of builds up and the pigment will move around a little bit, you can actually shape the color and make it look like your container has shape. So let's see. Let's go to that other side view. And then focus it. Get into the focus zone again. There. See how those beads are just glowing? Yes, music is art. Musicians are artists. Absolutely. You will not hear me deny that in any respect. And then I'm working across the handle. Just like that. How do I sharpen my pencils? I have different things. Right now, to be quiet, I have a little Statler razor blade sharpener. Has the different size holes. And this one, the smaller of the holes fits. I also have a hand crank sharpener that I like. That's not sitting in here right now. I moved it out into my out next to my chair in the living room. Because you know, when I'm doing art just for myself, which I do art just for myself also. You can't always do art for everybody else. Sometimes you have to do it for yourself too. When I do art for myself, I do it in the living room where the TV is. And enjoy the time. And that's where my other pencil sharpener is. And I use the same pencil sharpener for all my sharpening. I'm not too particular, as long as it doesn't chew my pencils down to nothing. Oh, sorry, didn't mean for my head to get in the way there. When you're working on small things, sometimes you want to get close to it. Yeah, you know, we can add dimension to the cup in a fun way like this. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and color the little rocks. The bigger ones of the little rocks by just going across the blue with a bit of the white. And it just makes it look like it's all part of the same cup. It doesn't look like it was added on later. It's like this cup was shaped with this texture. There we go. Oh, wow. We are moving along. Go to a top view on that one again. Go to the wide view. Let's take a look here. See what we're doing. All right. So today, so far, we did the camellia flower. We did the one with the cut emerald gems or tourmaline gems, maybe. This one with the metallic. Ooh, yeah, there. You can see the metallic on the wallpaper stripe. And then this cute little English teacup. We're down to 2 more left to do. I just used the white to smooth out that one. And look at how it did. Isn't that fun? And the you've been using the Prismacolor sharpener and having issues emptying it. Yeah, I do have a Prismacolor sharpener, the kind that sort of tapers in the middle, it flares out at the top and at the bottom and tapers in the middle, and then it has the flip up top that you can open the top up on one side and you've got your 2 holes to sharpen your pencils, close it, and then you have to pop the top off and it pulls out the sharpener bit, and then you dump it out and tap it to get any little bits out of the blade, and then close it back up so that you can use it again. One of the reasons why I'm enjoying just using that little, this little one is because the blades are sharp. This is old. You can see it's kind of a little rusty looking, but the blades are still sharp, and I can just hold it over a garbage can and get rid of all of the flaky bits. Flaky bits. Oh, golly. Oh, my use of words is so weird right now. You should be able to get your fingernail on the opposite side. I don't have my Prismacolor sharpener sitting where I can find it right now, but you should be able to get a hold of it from the other side. You can use a butter knife on that other side to pop it open. That's a way. And yeah, you can chew through your pencils, especially if you're using a hand grinder kind, if you're not careful. There are people that just use electric pencil sharpeners with their color pencils too. So I hope that that's given you some suggestions or thoughts. I think I want to do color pencil on this little one right here. So we're going to bring that up right there. This one's a soft little rose. I think I'm going to go with making it the Rouge Quinacridone and the sand in the rose, and then roses, and then we'll use the my brain just lost my words, and then we'll use the greens and yellows for the leaves. There we go. Found the rest of my words. I'm putting that yellowy sand color on the highlight spaces. So it's sort of like the little peace rose, you know, when those bloom, they start out pink, and then they have the yellow and the orange color to them. Yeah, so I would say a butter knife, possibly as a tool to pop open the other side of that. I'm going to take this dark pink right down deep. The petals tend to fade out as they go out away from the flower. So I am going to put the dark pink down deep in the petals. And then I will grab a soft pink to add in here also. But you know, you can color your things any way you want to. I just happen to like this particular grouping of colors. How about this? We're going to grab the salmon pink and use it out on the outside edge. It's a little bit darker than that sand, and I'm going to maybe even use it to blend. Oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Salmon pink over that rouge magenta. But so then it's not really salmony. It's got more of the pink tone to it. But by putting that lighter layer of yellowy sand color in, you've got those highlights being built right in. Yeah, it depends on getting a lot of times those pencil sharpeners, you have to just get your fingernail in under, and if you don't have that, you just find a flat tool that you can use. A screwdriver works too, but sometimes a screwdriver has too thick of a blade. Ooh. Oh, here, I can rotate the book so it's more straight up and down for you. It's sideways to me now. Because the camera is over there, sort of coming over my left shoulder. Look at that. Oh, wow. I love how color pencils can be used to blend. You know, the little mushroom cup is one of my favorites on here. But I still think that the geranium is my most favorite. But the camellia is really coming close to being one of my most favorites too. But I really like all of them. So, you know, there we go. All right, I am going to use the sand and the true green for the leaves. So I'm going to put the little spot of sand yellow. This is, if someone were to go looking for like that, oh gosh, there's a yellow that the Art Sherpa likes to use right now, and my brain just lost the name of it. And some companies make it a Band-Aid type of yellow. I think it's more like this type of yellow. It's so pretty, and it blends with things so nicely. There we go. I love that we can also have multiple favorite colors and multiple favorite cups. It all depends on the mood you're in. There we go. Wow. Oh, so fun. And again, I think I'm just going to use a really soft blue, maybe even softer. This is Sky Blue Light. So I'm going to use that to shadow in the base of my cup and in the handle. And around the edges. And I'm not even going to blend this one out because it's so light already. There we go. Isn't that pretty? Oh, seahorses have lots of colors, yes. Oh, question. I was thinking about doing some doodling on some old paintings that I've got that are just, I'm not ever going to do anything with them. And it was either doodle on them or, you know, send them to the Goodwill type of thing or paint over them. I think I'm going to grab that quinacridone pink and I am going to color in these little optical illusion rooms. Just like that. Funky little apartments. And I will blend this out, I think, with my white. Just on the outside edge of each of those. And many times what I'm doing here, guys, I have not practiced it. I am just trying it out to see if it's something that works for me. So we've been really quite lucky with this particular set of projects. And that worked. Yay. And now I think I'm going to go with, I want a darker. Ooh, this is Tuscan red. I don't know. Oh, yeah. So the roof is going to get this darker tone. This kind of Tuscan red. It might leave a little bit of light. Ooh, that's pretty. Doodling on, can I paint pour over them? Yes, I could. Some of these are already paint pours. that I was thinking about doodling on. I have a painting pour lesson that I did on my channel on how to put in a hummingbird. So the hummingbird is already on there, and I was thinking about, and then I used balloons and smashed flowers around it. Let me see. I can grab. I'm standing up and looking for it. There it is. So we're gonna take a little break. So I have this guy with metallic paints and balloon smashes and things like that. That was all paint poured. It's really pretty as it is, but I was thinking maybe of doodling on it. Or I have another one that's similar, that the hummingbird is smaller. So, you know, let me know if you think you'd like to see me doodle on something like that. I would love to hear what you have to say about it. All right, you know what? That cup is almost done. I think it's going to get the little bit of that sky blue light. I'm really enjoying this as my shadow color on white cups. Holy smokes. Okay, we're going to zoom this way out. Get my hands off of it. Get it to stop. Look at that, folks. We have made it through the whole page of cups. 17 cups. 17 cups drawn, doodled, colored. It took us about 6 hours, maybe 7 hours total to do all of that. And I think it was worth it. I think I see some here that would be awesome as stickers. And these would individually, they would be beautiful on cards and things like that. So what do you think? Let me know down below in the comment section. Oops, sorry. I would love to hear what you think of this project. And if you would like to see more projects of using multiple patterns on bigger size pages, or if you'd rather I stuck to one thing on a page at a time, because I can do that too. Lots faster on those kind of videos. All right. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate you. Make sure that you have clicked that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video with your friends. And if you're interested in more fun doodling, I have iCard videos for this whole project and many others on my channel, including over 50 how to draw and color gems. So we'll see you on the next one. Remember to do something creative. Take care of yourself so you can take care of those that you care about. And I'll see you again here really soon. Bye-bye.